We've talked about Useful Idiots in the past. One of our bigger clips on this channel was when they initially actually got booted by Rolling Stone. Useful Idiots was originally a Rolling Stone podcast, but due to still seemingly unknown, mysterious reasons that Katie Halper refuses to tell us, they got excised, cut from the platform. Probably overstepped a line, had on some guest that was too controversial, or maybe Rolling Stone just decided they didn't want to have anything to do with them anymore after Bernie or whatever. Who knows? Anyway, they went on to continue doing Useful Idiots as a podcast on YouTube. And I'm a big fan of the show, obviously, a big fan of Katie Halper and Matt Taibbi. But there has been a recent shakeup announced over at the Useful Idiots podcast. You alerted me to this the other day, Zach. Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, guys. I mean, we've become the unofficial scoop providers of the Useful Idiots. Actually, in fact, so much so we've done so much more coverage on the podcast than any other not publication. We're not a publication. We're a podcast. I almost gave us way too much credit for what we are. But so much so that they, in a sort of tongue-in-cheek fashion, have always kind of bantered with us a little bit on their show and reacted to us reacting to them every time we do so. So, yeah. Anyway, felt only natural to bring you guys this breaking news. It looks like Matt Taibbi is going on book leave for a period of time. So he says, I am indeed stepping away from #UsefulIdiotsPod for a while with the excellent and far less senile Aaron Maté taking my place while I work on a book about thievery during the pandemic period, which I am super fucking excited about this. Everybody in our apartment, which is really just me, Gavin, and my girlfriend, but we were like, holy shit, Matt Taibbi's writing another book about fucking finances. Thank God, because I feel like I can finally understand and catch up on everything that happened. Like, if you haven't read Griftopia yet, read that fucking book and you will be all pissed off again about everything that happened in late era of Bush, early era of Obama. Oh my God. You want to get all pissed off about like Lehman Brothers and fucking credit by all the fucking AAA rated mortgages, all this kind of bullshit that they were on. I've read that book like 3 times. Just because every once in a while, it's a short book. You can read it in like a day if you like spend the day reading. It will just completely reimmerse you in that. So this is probably like Matt. This is the equivalent of Matt Taibbi doing the Lord's work again. Like he is out there sleuthing it up. Talking about how we're all getting our fucking shit stolen from us and looted back to the fucking elites. But yeah, he says, thank you so much to Katie Halper, who will surely make a great show with Aaron Maté. Of course, we agree. I'm a big fan of Pushback. I like Aaron Maté's podcast a lot. He always has interesting guests. And of course, Katie Halper is probably one of the most effortless, natural hostesses on the left. I think that's something we've always kind of reflected on. She's like got a very like ambiance creator vibe, very good for live streaming and that sort of.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Super excited about this new Matt Taibbi book that he's apparently working on. Can't wait to read that. And we might bring back our book club just to talk about it when it comes out. Super excited about that. I know we haven't done a book club episode in a while, but one of these days. But yeah, as you can see here, Aaron Maté responded and says, I'll be filling in on Useful Idiots for Matt while he's on book leave. Big shoes to fill, and not just because he's taller than me. See you Monday with Katie Halper. So yeah, it looks like on Monday, which is tomorrow, the first episode of Useful Idiots with Aaron Maté replacing Matt Taibbi will drop on YouTube. So I'm really excited to see that. Obviously, Aaron Maté has been a guest on Useful Idiots many times, as well as on Katie Halper's live stream itself. So, obviously they're, close friends. They have a good rapport, and I think he's a natural fit for, to replace Matt, given the fact that they do share a lot of values politically and all that stuff. So yeah, some interesting news from the Useful Idiots world. Hopefully this works out well, and obviously best of luck. Good wishes to both Aaron, Matt, and Katie Halper. But yeah, cool stuff. This is, I guess, all there is to say about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the new direction of the show and seeing what Aaron Maté brings to it. I'm also a big fan of the Pushback episodes he does, but those seemingly are pretty infrequent, maybe once a month or something like that. So maybe this will be more of a steady schedule for him to hone his skills as a host. Obviously he does great journalism, but this is a different arena altogether. So super excited for that. And hopefully there's plenty of stuff for us to react to on our show in the future from there.
Yeah, definitely. Super excited for that. Really excited for Matt's new book now that I know that he's working on one. I've read to date, I think there was like 2 Matt Taibbi books that I haven't read. One he wrote when he was in Russia before he moved back to America, and it's kind of hard to find. And then the other one, I think it's like a collection of like campaign articles. But anyway, read a lot of his stuff. Really big fan. I think he shines really bright as a writer, and as a podcast host too, obviously. But really love his written work.
Yeah, and I totally agree about Hate Inc. in particular. If you guys haven't checked out Hate Inc., the book, it absolutely is one of the best breakdowns of our media, why it's so fucked up, why it is so intent on polarizing us as American citizens. It really, truly is one of the best media critiques ever written, certainly of the modern era. So I urge you guys to check that out. The vast majority of it, if not the entirety of it, is on Substack for free. So you can just read it on your laptop if you wish, but it's just as relevant as it was when it came out a year or so ago. Excellent breakdown of the media and all of its corporate capitalist failings. But yeah, that's probably it for that story. Like I said, interested to see what comes of that.